this film has to be the best film I ever saw.
Perduto tutto, sono povera, povera, povera.
That sounds different. Did you change it?
Well, I changed it a little bit.
Why?
I just played it the way Liszt would have played it if he'd altered Bach's version.
Play that again.
Play what again?
The thing you played outside.
Oh, you want me to play the thing I played outside?
Please. I can't believe you changed it again.
Oh, I changed it a little bit.
Yeah, why?
I just played it the way Busoni would have played it if he'd altered Liszt's version.
And what is wrong with Bach, the way Bach would have played Bach's
Bach never
version?
wrote it for the guitar. In fact, we're not even sure Bach wrote it
Forget
at all.
I asked.
It's young Bach. He dedicated it to his brother.
Hi guys, my name is Alvaro and you're watching another review. This time we're going to review to the movie Call Me By Your Name, that is directed by Luca Guadagnino, and the writer of the movie is James Ivory. Okay. Characters in this movie. Elio is a teenager, 17 years old. He lives in a small town, Crema. I talk in Spanish, that's why I can't speak in Spanish. But in Italy, I think that they call Crema, I don't know. So he starts developing a love interest in this student that is a student of his father, that is a professor, but we're getting there. Okay, let's just say that. Well, Elio is played by the awesome, oh my god, this kid, and I say kid and I'm 17 years old myself, but this new face of the film world, incredible. I don't have words to explain how well he portrays all the feelings, all the emotions that Elio as a character has, because Elio is not a very easy person to, you know, prepare, because it's so full of emotion, it's so full of a lot of stuff that make him unique. So it must be very hard. So, and Armie Hammer, we know him very well. He makes the role of Oliver, that was a student of the father. The father is played by Michael Stuber, amazing actor. And the mother of Elio, that is father and mother, the mother is played by Amira Kassar. I say that right? I think I did. I don't know where to start because this movie has touched me in so many ways. but and I feel very passionate talking about this film because it obviously like changed it so much the ways I saw things. The most interesting part of this film is that it's not the typical gay film that you know. This film is just in another whole level. It's more of a love story, just not a gay love or straight love. It's just universal. It can be like a romance between fruits. And this film includes a love fruit scene, so that's very interesting. But the fact that they represent this love so well is just very captivating. Me myself, as a person that enjoys good films, this film is just amazing in the ways that the photography is just incredible. I don't know who made the photography. I think that it's by Sayombu Bugdempro. I say that completely wrong, and I know, so fuck it. But the music, it's another character of the film. It's made by Sufjan Stevens. I think that the music brought us tears, for me. And I'm not a person that cries in movies. I'm not a person who cries in movies, but this is going to get spoilers. I'm sorry, but I had to do this. I'm very passionate about this. When they start fooling around, they start having very interesting conversations and very real. That's why I love this film, because it's so realistic. And they start having these conversations like, do you play the guitar? Show me, how do you play this on a piano? Because the thing is that Elio is a perfectionist and he always wants to do things right. And I didn't read the book, but many people have told me that Elio is more like self-absorbed in the movie, like much more, sassy for a way. So that is very interesting, because in the book they say that it's more reserved, more introverted. I'm sorry. So this is one of the Oscar favorites for this year. Everybody says that it needs to be nominated, and I'm going to get so mad if they don't even have like one nomination, because the movie deserves it. It's totally incredible. The amazing response and critical acclaim that it is having. We're going to talk about the scenes that I like the most, because this is going to have spoilers. Skip this out if you don't want spoilers. First and most important scene of the movie, and I'm not kidding, the beach scene. The beach scene is a representation of any teenager now. Because myself as a teenager, I don't want to say this because it's going to embarrass the hell out of me. But it's true. They always look for things to sexualize. Although I think that it was a very odd choice to use a fruit, because Elio, come on. You have this girl, you have this guy. Stop it. Another scene that I like it, and it's very heartbreaking. It was a film where the scene where Elio is there, and it's a close-up of his face, and he's crying and remembering all that Oliver and him had. And as the moment you see that face, because that is scene is like 3 minutes, it's like the last part of the movie, and you start thinking about all the romance and all the things they did together. That is heartbreaking. Another scene that I like was the one where his father gives that speech. Oh boy. I cried like a little bitch. You know, I cried like a little baby. Because I hope I could have that. You know, so that's very cool to have parents that understand situations. One thing I will have to say about this film is that the scenes with Marcia in it, I think they weren't as good as I thought. Why? Because Marcia is a person that has a lot of interest for Elio, and that shows a lot. So it was kind of a disappointment to see how Elio treated her. But it was fine. It was fine because he was chasing after Oliver, so I get that. Poor Marcia. Poor little girl. She doesn't deserve that. To close up all this review, go watch it with your family, with your friends. It's an amazing movie that will change your mind completely. And if you have the chance, buy the book also, because it's very, very good. I didn't read it, but a lot of my friends told me that it was a very good book. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching this review. I hope you spread the message of going to see this movie because it's amazing. One of the best, if not the best movie of 2017. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.